I should avoid all pork products. This thing is nonsense. Folks, and welcome to today's vlog. The eagle-eyed amongst you will notice I am ending this vlog in the exact position that I finished yesterday's vlog, because I'm doing it immediately after the disaster of feeling poorly on Sunday night. It's now Monday lunchtime again and I feel absolutely fine. I've had a busy morning of work. I've got all my videos made already.
Didn't put the dryer on though, did you, Kevin?
As you can hear, Anna's home and is moaning at me because I forgot to put the tumble dryer on. I don't ever use a dryer. Let me know down in the comments, do you ever use a dryer? I don't like dryers because I feel like they shrink my stuff. And that's not just because I get fat. If I dry stuff normally, like on a washing line, then it doesn't shrink. But I've never really used a dryer. Anna loves the dryer and Andy's at respite tomorrow, so he needs some stuff drying and I forgot to dry it, so I am a monster. But yeah, other than that, I got everything done this morning I was supposed to get done. I've been to pick up Anna from work. We have our first Gusto box arriving at some point this afternoon with our 3 Wagamama meals for us to eat this week. I'll put the referral link down in the description again for you if you do want to sign up for that. It's not an ad, they're not paying us, we've paid for these meals, but they do have a referral program where if you buy a box off the back of our link, we get money off future boxes and stuff. So although it's not a traditional affiliate thing, if we like it, we'd like to keep getting it for discounted prices, because it's only cost us £13.50 for 3 days worth of meals for this week, all of them Wagamama recipes, and I'm excited to see what they taste like, so I'll show you them later on in the video. Dave's going crazy because he knows I've got my lunch sat in front of me and Dave just wants to eat it, but I'm chatting to you while I'm waiting for Anna to finish making her lunch, and then we're going to have our lunch. I'm going to go and get ahead on my videos for the week and use the dryer. But I'm feeling super positive and excited because I had such a productive morning. Anna should go to work more often.
I go to work every week.
Well, speak of the devil. Not Anna. But no sooner do I say we're going to get our allergy test results back this week than I got the email, full test results from Intolerance Lab. I have a big PDF that we're going to go through in a second. I'm just going to read through the rules before we do that. And just a reminder as well, again, just like with the Gusto thing, this is something we've paid for. It's not a sponsorship. We're also not recommending it because we don't know if it's any good. It's just something we're doing and we thought it'd be interesting to share with you as well. So
yeah, when I said I wanted to do one, I meant a saliva one.
She meant a proper one. I found a cheap one. Before I paid, it didn't actually say how we were tested. So, and in the report there's 2 headings. The first is food intolerances, second is non-food intolerances. Some of them have an explanation next to them if more is needed. Everything on the list will have an intolerance level of over 85%. So there'll be some stuff that might be borderline that's not on the list. But it does say whatever happens, whatever is on these lists, don't panic. The thing to do is everything on this list we should try to remove from our diet for at least 6 weeks, if not 3 months, and then see what happens. And
that's what I already do.
Yeah, but now you're going to know which things to actually do. And then it says after the elimination period is finished, you can try and add items back into the diet one by one to find out if they're the thing that was causing the symptoms, because there'll be some stuff that, although we might be showing as intolerant to,
yeah,
our Gusto box just arrived. It's like buses in here today. Everything's coming along at once. What I was saying though, before the Gusto box arrived, was there might be stuff that we're shown as intolerant to, but it might not be causing us any adverse symptoms, in which case you're fine to add that back in. So this is the stuff we eliminate for a while and then gradually reintroduce to find out what's actually making you feel rough. Because I mean, well, you don't know that yet. And it also has a note about pets. If we are shown as intolerant to dog or cat hair, don't panic. Just keep them away from bedding. Make sure they're well groomed, washed regularly, stuff like that. You don't have to get rid of your dog. It says you do not have to get rid of your dog. Right, so we have the results. Hold on, nosy. I'm just seeing if this is for both of us or just for me. I think this is just me.
Oh, fair enough.
No, don't go anywhere. Where are you going to wander off then? Because we should have one each, shouldn't we? So Perhaps this is just my one. So let's have my one first of all then. I'll just read it properly just to see if it is just me. Yeah, this looks like this is just me, so this is my list. So, things I'm allergic to. Milk from sheep. I am 100% allergic to and must avoid. Pork. 99%. I should avoid all pork products. This thing is nonsense. I'm not doing this. Soya, vinegar, hazelnut milk, papaya, acetic acid, which is used in vinegar. So, I mean, I don't like vinegar. No. Vinegar does make me go. So, that lamb, lactose, kiwis, bacon. I mean, I'm reading this thinking the lasagna my dad made yesterday was a pork lasagna.
Oh, was it?
And we never really eat pork any other time. And that was rough. Rice.
Really?
Scarlet runner beans. Oh no! I could handle it all but the scarlet runner beans.
No, Dave, we get down.
Rabbit. I assume this is the non-food ones now because the next one on the list is wasp. Oh, it is the stings. So I can still eat wasps, I just can't get stung by them. So these are the non-food. So they were my food. So the headlines from that really are lactose, pork and rice. They're the big headlines.
Wow.
Which, that's going to be tricky. We're going to Bodine's in a few weeks. I can't have pork.
Bacon doesn't.
I can have chicken and beef though. Bacon, it says bacon. I'm gonna follow the rules. At least 6 weeks. Yeah. I'm gonna eliminate all this stuff, which is basically vinegar, sheep milk, pork, and lactose.
Hazelnut milk.
Yeah, well, I'm not. I guess I'll just have to have, I can't have soya either. That was on the list. So almond milk, I guess.
Well, what I have, it's not quite nice.
And then my non-food things that I'm allergic to: wasp stings, wallflowers, larch, which is a type of bush apparently, right. Buttercup, wild oat, Farina cicalis cerealis, it's a type of plant. Bermuda grass, a type of grass. I have hay fever, so the fact it's naming lots of grasses and plants isn't a surprise at all. Primrose, pear trees, mugwort, which is an aromatic plant. Rats, ragweed,
well,
as in rats.
Right, okay.
Ragweed, fireweed, and canaries.
Oh, I gotta get a canary now.
I want yours as well.
I'll check my
check your email.
But I don't think I've got
to give up pork.
You wanted to do it.
Yeah, but can I change my mind? I might just send it back to him and say, I believe you must have sent this to somebody else. I'm not giving up pork or bacon, you idiot. You check your emails, and if you've not got anything, I'll send him a reply saying, well, where's yours? Right, well, I'm assuming that Anna's one is going to get sent through separately. While we're waiting for that, because it must be coming through soon, they went in the same envelope. Let's just have a little look in this Gusto box, which I think has got pork and rice in it.
Oh, well, didums to you. No rice for Kevin.
Well, obviously I can't start now. I've already paid for this box. We've got 2 weeks of Wagamama food ordered. It's rice every day.
But you when you eat my stuff, my freeform, that has rice flour in it. You don't seem to be.
Well, that's what it says. Just because there's an intolerance to it, it doesn't necessarily mean that it will cause me any adverse symptoms. So that's why I eliminate everything and then bring them back in one by one and see if I start to feel rough. But let me grab the big box. Oh. And just for the record as well, obviously I know to take the whole thing with a pinch of salt, which I still can because I'm not allergic to that. It doesn't mean it's a real allergy. I'm not suggesting you all go out and do the same thing. However, I am going to follow it, even though you'll all say, don't worry about it, still have bacon, you'll be fine. Because what was the point of doing it if I don't just see what happens? Because if I do eliminate that stuff for 6 weeks and feel the healthiest I've ever felt,
there was nothing in
I've not done any harm. There wasn't. But if I do eliminate all that and feel better as a result, I've not done any harm to anyone, have I? So I'm going to do it, and then I'll let you know how I get on with it. But obviously I'm not going to start straight away because of this. So, I think we've ordered a similar box to this in the past. We have a big box full of...
Open and chill.
Yeah, that's stuff that needs to go in the fridge. These are the recipes. So, chili chicken ramen, that should be good. That's not on my... And look, we've got the recipe to keep as well. So that's not got any rice or anything. What's the matter?
egg noodles. Might have to.
Well, might not be on your list. Pork tonkatsu with sticky rice. So that one's going to be great for me.
Rice.
Pork and rice.
Pork and rice.
And then crispy teriyaki tofu with sticky rice and broccoli. Never had tofu before.
No.
Might be nice. Is that made of soya? Another thing that's on my list. Yeah.
No,
I'm sure it's made of soybeans, isn't it?
no, tofu is a fungus.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way, we're obviously going to eat the stuff that we've already paid
It
for.
looks like halloumi.
And then, yeah, and then later on in the week, I'll eliminate the stuff that I have to eliminate. But I guarantee now as well, just to make it really awkward, Anna's list will come through and she'll be allergic to pasta, chicken, beef and vegetables. We'll have no overlap at all. So we won't be able to eat the same foods. Guarantee that's going to happen.
I've took out the things I think that
Yeah, but that's
annoy
not the
me.
point of this, is it? That's...
Yeah, but I don't have the tummy ache anymore.
But the purpose of doing this was you'd follow that for a little while and see if that makes it better. There's no point in doing a little bit and thinking you know better and ignoring the rest, because you do still feel rough most days when you eat anything you're not supposed to. So follow the thing and then see how it works out. And if it says you can eat milk,
I can eat milk.
eat it.
Eat
I just can't have sheep's milk. Right, I'm going to go and put all this stuff away, go and get on with some more work while we wait for Anna's thing to come through, and we will check in with you again when we get Anna's results. Hopefully she's allergic to the same things as me. Ban the bacon, ban the bacon. Well, less than, what, half an hour?
Yeah.
And Anna's have now arrived via separate email. Do you want to read it or am I reading it?
No.
So, your list. So you should have one list which is food, one which is non-food.
Oh dear.
What?
Hang on then.
Right, here we go then.
That's
So,
on my list.
this is Anna's list. So, number one, the thing I'm most intolerant to, oranges.
Okay.
Bread, brackets, baguette. So you can't have baguettes. Rum. Wheat. Cinnamon. Cornflakes. Heads of lettuce.
Oh, okay.
The liver of both the pig and the lamb.
I
You've got to
never
give
liked
up
that
liver.
when I liked it.
Oh, you're not going to like this one. Cress.
I love cress.
Honey.
Wow.
Buckwheat.
Yeah.
Acetic acid, which is, it does say avoid all types of vinegar. And you love vinegar.
Yeah, but like you said.
Yeah, but you should eliminate it all, and then
Yeah.
that could be the first thing you bring back. You could do 6 weeks without vinegar, and then that could be the first thing you bring back. And if you immediately feel, ugh, because that might be, because you always used to reckon that potatoes were a problem. Potatoes aren't anywhere on this list. It could be the fact that you cover potatoes in vinegar.
No, but it was all potatoes. back then.
Maybe. Plaice, as in the fish.
Huh?
Creme fraiche.
Yeah.
Parsley. Ovaltine.
Yeah.
And goat. Interestingly, nowhere on your list is lactose or milk.
No.
So it's probably more likely to be the stuff you have with that kind of stuff. So, like wheat, you would often have, you know, wheat is an issue, but if you were to have wheat in a sandwich, then like a cheese sandwich.
When we had that eating mess, I was instantly on the toilet. It does it all the time. It's
yeah, well, that
annoying.
could have been one of the other ingredients. That could have been, I don't know, the cream, maybe, creme fraiche. It says creme fraiche. Avoid creme fraiche. Be careful with other high-fat dairy, including full-fat milk, cream, butter, and cheese. So it's the cream.
Yeah.
It's not lactose. It's just that element of it, I guess. And then your non-food stuff. This is also quite a long list. Sweet vernal grass.
I don't know what it is.
Ragweed. Bees. Tulips. Maize. Avoid fields of corn. You really don't like corn, do you?
No.
I mean, this suggests it is quite accurate, the fact that it's got that so right. Red fescue, guinea pigs, quints, bovines,
What bovine?
like cows. So you can eat them, you just can't ride
Can't be
them.
near them.
Can't lick them, but you can eat
I'm not
them.
going to lick a cow.
Tresp, which is a tall grass apparently. Perennial ryegrass, mosquitoes, hornbeam, which is a tree, hyacinth, elm, canaries, and birch. So you seem to have a problem with most trees.
Yeah.
Plus, neither of us can have canaries. If anyone wants to buy a canary, we've got like a bag of them in the kitchen that apparently we now can't keep. But yeah, that's interesting. So There's no meats or anything on there.
No.
So I think we can probably build a menu out of this that fits us both. You now know you've got to avoid the wheat in the bread, which you knew anyway, but you should be all right with milk as long as it's not cream. But as I've got to avoid lactose, who knew I was the one who's going to be lactose intolerant, not her? We'll have like lactose-free milk anyway. We might as well just not buy normal milk. No more Ovaltine, no goat.
No, but it's malt, isn't it? I don't like malt.
Yeah. Cinnamon's a weird one, but that's one of your highest things. And oranges is mad.
I've never really liked them. I've like when I was a kid, my brothers would eat oranges, and I just can't stand them.
It says avoid oranges. Other citrus fruits should be fine for you to eat. Avoid rum. Be careful with other dark spirits as well.
Rum dark?
Yeah. But that's Malibu. Malibu is rum, isn't it? So you can't have Malibu.
Yeah.
Wheat says avoid wheat, and also bread, bulgur wheat, couscous, durum wheat, flour, hydrolyzed wheat protein, pasta, semolina, spelt. Apparently with bread it's the crust that you've got an issue with. Don't have crusty bread, but because of the wheat you need to cut out all bread anyway. But yeah, you basically need to lose wheat, and that's about it. None of the rest of this stuff you really eat. Honey and cress, I guess, and bits of lettuce. But for me, it's the pork and the bacon and stuff. We'll put together. We'll do this week as normal because we've got the Wagamama stuff from Gusto that we want to do. But we'll try.
Wow, I can't have iceberg.
Yeah, no lettuce for you.
I thought that was giving me a tummy ache the other week.
There you go.
Wow.
So we will put over the course of this week. We'll put together a menu that suits us both and avoids all of our intolerances. We'll then do it for 6 weeks and see if we get healthier. Or not even healthier, whether we feel better. Because if we then feel better, it then means we're going to be more likely to be more energetic, less excuses for the gym, less tummy aches, less cut short vlogs like yesterday's one because of tummy issues. So it's going to be interesting. Yeah. Wow, I'm the lactose hipster. Who knew?
Yeah, but I always feel bad when I have milk.
It's obviously the creamy part of it rather than the milk.
Who knew?
And it could have just been psychological because you had it with cream and therefore you thought it was milk. Because I've seen you have cheese and not have a problem. And then remember it was cheese and start to feel ill.
Cheese. Yeah, but if I have one of them, I feel fine.
But again, that could all be psychological, couldn't it? Because I've seen you eat cheese, not remember you were lactose intolerant and be fine. But when it's really creamy, it's when it's that instant one. Yeah. I think when you just feel a little bit rough, that could be in your head.
Yeah, full fat milk, cream, butter, cheese. So yeah, I stayed away from them anyway. So
that's going to be an interesting menu to put together. Right, I need to go and get on my work again. This is already a very long video, and Andy's not even home yet. So here we have the first Wagamama meal, and we only have one ramen bowl though. So I've got mine in a Batman bowl. That is chili chicken ramen, and it looks awesome. And that is your lot for today, boys and girls. I've spent most of the evening sulking about how I'm not going to be able to have sausages or bacon or anything nice to eat anymore. I'm trying to figure out how we're going to do these new menus. That dinner we had tonight was really nice though, and I'll be able to have that. So that's a positive. The next 2 Wagamama meals we've got I won't be able to because tofu is made with soy. I did check. Or soya. Is it soy or soya? Nobody knows. And obviously pork. And they've both got rice in as well. So this is going to take some planning and some figuring out. And then we'll see how I get on with it. If it makes me feel better, then I guess I'll reluctantly do it for 6 weeks and see where we are. But we will end today's vlog there. If you have enjoyed it, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel for more daily vlogs. And thank you very much for watching.